Welcome to another episode of In the Garage Kit Reviews. In this episode, the Panzer III Ausf L. Welcome back to another episode of Achtung, and today we are following up on the heels of the tank transporter. As you saw, the Panzer III and IVs were on there. Well, there's a little revamp to the Panzer III and IV. So first off, we have the Panzer III. So here it comes. There she be, the Panzer III. And this is a total revamp of the model that I had, just because one of the fellows who bought, made a purchase of some instructions from me, he actually combined the Brickmania tank with the with my version of it. I think he took the chassis part of my design and then the turret of the Brickmania design and kind of merged them together basically, and that to come up with his own kind of a thing there. So which is pretty neat. That's the great thing about Lego. You can do whatever you want. So, but anyway, this one is the same version. This is my Panzer III Ausf L, and this is one of the last Panzer IIIs that was active out in the desert. And we're just going to go over some kit features of this because it is a redesign. So the turret has been redesigned, as well as the lower hull and the upper hull. This is actually now the previous model. It was in pretty much just the upper hull and lower hull was kind of merged together in one big thing, kind of a big block or brick. But one thing I kind of like about doing the tanks is what you can do as far as space and stuff. So I'm going to show you that here in a sec. So it's got all the same features, the tracks roll and stuff, and the turret. Now this one turns, of course, turret's supposed to turn, and the gun elevates and depresses. And I took off the gas can rack, the jerry cans that were on the back, because in keeping with the, because not all the tanks had carried that many jerry cans with them. They'd fill up, go into combat, and then refuel thereafter, kind of thing. But some of them would carry, if they weren't too close to action, they'd carry extra fuel on board with them. So, okay. Also, one other feature too is the hatch does open and close. So just take our guy out there, just fold her up, and then you can see that. So that is the hatch. Just closed in the closed position. Looks pretty sweet. Now this is done in the with the 15th Panzer Division insignia that is right on the front of the bolt-on armor there, which of course was one of the main divisions in North Africa. The sticker kit that comes with the kit comes with the 21st Panzer as well. So if you want to put it in that too, you can. Between most of the kits, for any of you that actually have purchased multiple items that have vehicles, not airplanes, but or artillery, just tanks and ground vehicles, they all have the insignia here. This is the 15th Panzer Division insignia. This is the 21st Panzer Division insignia, and this is the 90th Light Infantry Division. Now, if you saw some of the other kits, they have, I put some 90th Light on as well as the 21st Panzer, but this one, I don't know why, for some reasons the tanks have kind of pretty much stuck with the 15th Panzer, but in any case. So yeah, so the turret turns, of course, and it's got a simulated machine gun on it, which it didn't have before. The back of the storage basket's been redone. Added some stickers for hatches on the sides of the turret. And one of the things that the Panzer III in North Africa had was a mantlet on the front. So was actually kind of a shield that they had. I'll show you a picture. This is what one looks like with the framework attached. And then this one here is the one with the actual mantlet, kind of extra plating on the front, or extra armor on the front look like. So that's kind of what I've gone for with that in this simulated look. So Another feature I added to it as well is that the antenna, the previous version, I just had it stuck in there. You just have to pop it off for your display or whatever. But this one now moves, so I decided to do it this way because I thought, you know what, that'd be a cool feature and that to put on it anyway. So it kind of updid this tank definitely a lot better. Now, one of the things about the with the antenna is, on a normal version, there's actually a rail that the antenna would rest in if you fold it backwards. So if you take out the shovel, you can kind of do that. So pop the shovel off of there, and then you can rest that antenna right back there. Now, it is a bit long. That's the only thing about it, but there's not really any happy medium as far as antenna length goes. You'd have to use like a bar 6L to get something down, but then that would kind of be a little too short. So can't really get anything good that way out of it. But in any case, so that's kind of how it fits together as far as that goes. So so now you can move your antenna. So if you move the antenna, it can rotate totally around. Now, one thing is, because of the mushroom covers that were, or dust covers that were over the engine hatches, is that with the mantlet on there, you have to elevate the gun to be able to turn it around a full 360. That is the only thing that would have been nice to have. As far as the tire, spare tire on the other side goes, well, it actually glides right over top of that very nicely there. So that is pretty much it. I just got my little demo driver in there. So yeah, that was pretty much the only thing. Headlights, same as usual. The back has been redesigned. So now with exhaust, and it has that profile. That's kind of what I'm going for, was that original Panzer III profile. It would have been nicer if these brackets here were actually in tan color. They did come out with six long, it's 6 long, 2 deep, and but it is the tan bracket, but can't use that on the on this kind of model, and some other ones too. Like even on the extra bolt-on armor on the front here, that simulated bolt-on armor is you still have those same brackets in dark tan there. So also added some extra storage on the side here, as well as it's kind of like a little hydraulic. It seems to be like a jack or some sort of a winchy type of a thing that was on the side there. So I just did my own version of that. Another storage on the other side, and of course the axe and shovel, the typical stuff on the side. So otherwise came out really good how this was. So here's one of the features. So let me just zoom back out here a bit. So if you pop off the turret, just pop the turret off. It's got its own little basket there. Fold that down. If you remove, so that's with the turret. If you remove the upper hull, then you've got a compartment in there. Now you could try and simulate a driver or radio operator and stuff on the other side or whatnot. So you got a little opportunity to do some interior detail on this one. Or you can use it for storage. Like let's say there's some parts or whatever you just want to pop off and keep in there. Well, you can. So that's pretty much how the kit goes back together. Right, real nice and easy. Like I say, this is probably the best, my best version of Panzer III that I've done. So I hope you like this one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, because this is just too cool. Bye for now.